This is Todd. Yes, I'm starting my video early. I know it's not like me. Usually my videos are always starting late, but I figured, what the heck. Today, I'll start it early. So here we go. And the figure I'm going to cover today is Vykron. Vykron. Now, Vykron is an interesting figure. He has kind of an interesting past. And I got to hear firsthand from Roger Sweet the story, and I'll share that with you guys in a few minutes. So let me go ahead and let's open this box that I got from Mattel. Now, I had no plans of buying Vykron originally. I ended up getting him because he's on sale for only $16.50 on their main site. 53% off. Now, I don't get a kickback if you click the link. Bummer for me. But it's still worth it for you guys to click it. It's kind of cool, and I can't believe how cheap they are right now. So let's go ahead and open this up and do a quick sound check. It's still worth it for you guys. Yep, the sound sounds good. You guys might have heard a slight echo while that was going on. Hey, Charles, thanks for joining us. Hey, Master Far, thanks for being here. Now, there's actually somebody on here that told me about the sale. It sounds awful. I forgot who it was now, but if it was you, say, yeah, that was me, Hebrew. And So Cool is on sale. So there is the new Vykron from Masterverse. And trigger warning for those that don't like classics. I am going to cover some classic figures in here because we know the first version of Masterverse that came out was from classics. So quick apology ahead of time. So there is the box. And here is the figure. Bum, bum, bum. And he's actually, looks like he's pieced out in his barbarian suit. So that's kind of cool. And I imagine here is a little footlocker. We probably have all of his other supplies. Ex-G.I. Joe guy. I used to have lots of G.I. Joe figures, so I always think it was a footlocker instead of what it actually is. And you can see we got the space gear. Actually, you know what? The space gear looks a lot like the robot from inside. I'm gonna have to get that robot out. Hold on a second. Hold up a sec. Castle Grayskull. Okay, I didn't notice this at first. I would have already had it out and ready. Just like those pizzas from Little Caesar. And let's... we're going to have to do some comparison. I had no idea that it was so similar the way the armor looks. That's funny. All right. Put the Castle Grayskull back. And let's grab the robot. There we go. From the classics as well while we're at it. That's funny. I mean, it's not exactly. I thought it was closer looking just a minute ago in my head, but it is kind of similar in some ways. It does kind of have some Zodak look to it too with these stripes down here. Hey, we'll take a look at that later. But for right now, let's take a look and see who's on here. Let me add a light too while we're at it too. Looks like we have Mike and Jeff and Solar. Thanks for joining us. Cobweb, thanks for being here. So, there we go. I happen to have a Vykron from Classics. And see, I got a note to myself. It's the barbarian one. Keep it. Now, when they made these, they packed them out different ways. Now, I don't know if these ones were packed out different ways or it's all barbarian. So, we'll have to check that out and see. There's the classics. Oh. Dun 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 dun. So there is the Vykron we got with classics. And it came either packed out as the space guy or the tank guy or the barbarian. And it's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and check out his bio. And the bio on the classics has an interesting one. It says 50 years before Prince Adam was born Vykron. Only 50 years? Wow. Was born Vykron. The warrior fought in the gladiatorial arena in Lord Chohol, whatever his name is, ruler of the Vine Jungle. Learning from each defended opponent, he became a master of many combat techniques and weapons. As much of a champion as as much a champion as a showman, he would often dress in the outlandish garb of to rouse the crowd and show off his skill. His final match, he fought against the great Gygor. Before a cheering crowd, the evil fighting gorilla ripped Vykron's body in half, at long last defeating the arena champion. Following this match, Gygor claimed not only the arena championship, but rule of the Vine Jungle itself, forcing Chahu to, what is that? Oh, to get rid of his throne. In life, Vykron was the greatest of the gladiatorial warriors fighting in any environment at that time. So that's the story they gave us. Now, if you wanted to sell more action figures, would you have him killed on the bio by this big yellow gorilla? It's Magilla Gorilla. No, it's the yellow Magilla. Anyway, so it just seems kind of funny. And if you're going to have him ripped apart, why not make this separatable right there, just like they did with King Hiss? Why not, right? Then you could reenact him being ripped in half. See, they need to make this figure in Origins so we can rip him in half with our giant Gygor. Anyway, so that's the bio of this. Let me put this one away. Put the classics away. I want to keep this barbarian one. I wanted the barbarian pack out one the most for a long time. And finally I saw one for sale on eBay and I picked it up right away. I had a bunch of the space ones, had a bunch of the tank ones. So I was pretty happy to get the barbarian one. Alright, let's take a look at the bio that came with Masterverse. Let's stick this over here. Okay, move spaceman. What? There's no bio on the back. Okay, there's one here. The Legend of Vykron's glory in the gladiatorial ring, so it's the same storyline, is known far and wide across Eternia. After a victory, he claimed a trophy, the armor and weapon of his fallen opponents. After mastering each armor's battle technique, Vykron became a one-man arsenal who defeated everyone who dared challenge him, no matter the foe or terrain, except for the yellow monkey. Anyway, it doesn't say except for the yellow monkey. So it does have the bio in there, so that's kind of cool. There he is. There he is. Vykron. So, where did this come from? Where do we get this Vykron story from? It is time for story time with Hebro. Gygor is one ugly dude. Hey Hayden, thanks for joining us. So if you don't have this book, do pick it up. Whenever I find them for sale, I post a link on my channel. Or not my channel, on my Facebook page. And I know Mike just got his recently. Congratulations, Mike. Oops. And let's find the story of Vykron. It's somewhere in here. I think it's the next page. Let's see. Nope. 2 pages stuck together. Nope. It's got to be coming up soon. There it is. There it is. So here is the story of Vykron. You can see there's the cool barbarian one. Urgh. So, I've known this story for a while. I know it well. I've heard it many times. But it was so cool. One time I was at Bobacon, and while I was at Bobacon, lo and behold, the guy who made these figures was there also at the same time I was in the toy store. It was awesome. And his name is Roger Sweet. And Roger Sweet happened to have a picture of this in his own little picture book, that pictures he actually took himself. His own pictures, not just like a photograph from the internet or this picture here. He actually had his own. And what he did was he put clay on Big Jim figures or something like that. He stole Boba Fett's head and stole a thing from the tank. And his idea was that He-Man was an all-around action hero. He could be an army guy like G.I. Joe. He could be a barbarian. He could be a space guy. And it was the whole thing, the whole concept that He-Man could be any one of these three. So this was originally going to be our He-Man figure that Roger Sweet was pushing at the time. And it's kind of cool how he just quickly threw together these concepts to use them. And it's funny too, Roger Sweet lives probably about maybe 3 or 4 blocks from me, where I live. And they were telling me that he loves the hot dogs from Costco. He said, just take him out to Costco, get him the Costco hot dog, and he will forever be your friend. I don't know exactly where Roger Sweet lives or his phone or anything else. Roger, if you're watching and paying attention, reach out to me, man. I will buy you that Costco hot dog, because we have a new Costco right down the street from where we live. And like I said, I know I live a couple blocks away from you, so you're somewhere near my house. Yes, Roger Sweet is amazing. So is Mark Taylor. It's a bummer they didn't get along better between the two of them. But yes, this was his design. So when they gave us the Vykron for Classics, this is kind of what they based it on, was this storyline right here with the Boba Fett head and the tank head and everything else. But when they gave us the Vykron for Masterverse, they instead gave us an action figure that could be playable and not just a concept figure. So with that thought in mind, let's check out the differences and see how cool they are. And let's have fun at this. Let's have some fun, shall we? So I could sit here and dress up this Vykron in 3 different ways, but I'm not going to do that. I am instead going to open up 2 more Vykrons and dress each one individually so we can have all 3 at once. Because they were so inexpensive, I thought, don't just buy 1, Todd. Buy 3. The shipping and handling is about the same price for 3 of them as it was for 1. And being they were so inexpensive, it probably cost me about the same price, well, probably a little more, to buy 3 of them at $16.50 a piece than it was the original price for these guys. So let's go ahead and finish packing him out. He gets the axe. The axe of power! And let's check out the barbarian one first, then we'll move on to the next one. All right. Hey, Cal, thanks. I appreciate it. That's so nice of you. All right. So first we have ankle articulation. That doesn't sound good. Then we have boot cut, double jointed knees, cut at the hip. We have thigh movement. We have waist movement. And we got upper movement on his chest up here. And then, of course, his head moves, wobble, wobble, wobble. And then his shoulder moves, double jointed elbow, and a bicep cut. And his hand moves up and down so he can hold the sword aloft. So there we go. And this hand moves back and forth. So back and forth on one side, up and down on the other. There is our barbarian. Dun, dun, dun. Now let's go ahead and open up another one. And we'll make this one the tank guy once we put him together. You know, it'd be cool if he already came as a tank guy. Now, I don't know. Interested in your opinion of this figure. Thanks, man. Well, I'll be giving more opinions as we go about this figure. I want to know if these all come the same or if they're packed differently. If they're packed differently, that would be totally awesome. If we find out this guy's already dressed as a tank or already dressed as a space guy. I don't think so. I think they made them all the same, but we shall see. Okay. Here we go. Moment of truth. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Barbarian. There we go. Now we know. More than likely, they're probably all the same, but we shall see. So we'll dress him up as a tank guy. Tank guy. Mike says they're all the same, I believe. I think you're right so far, Mike. Every single time we open one, there's a 33% chance it's going to be a different one. And being we've already opened 2, yeah, chances are it's probably the same. Which is okay. Some people fight over, you know, which one they have. Oh, I got the tank guy. No, I got the barbarian guy. No, I got the space guy. And like I told you guys before, I really wanted the barbarian build out for the classic. So it's kind of cool. It's the one they gave us for the build out because he's the coolest one of all of them to have for your main build out. Being that's what we got was the He-Man. So let's see. We need tank parts. Those are all the green ones. Green, 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 green. I don't know if it's a tank part or not, or a space part. I got an extra hand too. He has a punching hand. And then we got the tank head. I don't know what this battering ram belongs to. I suppose I could look at the pictures online and see, or look at the pictures in the box. Where's the box? Where did I throw it now? Okay. I don't know where I tossed it. That's crazy. Oh, there it is. All right, this just shows the barbarian one. So that doesn't help me. Okay, the tank guy gets the battering ram. That makes sense. Battering ram. There we go. What? It's just one solid piece there with a handle that flips. I thought this would come in and out or something. I may have to change that. We'll see. All right, Vykron. Time to change your clothes. I should have probably brought some hot water here just in case. Besides, it's kind of hard to get these things off and on, but we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I'm just going to close this box up. That's funny. This one has a right and a left. Oh, the other part's in there. Okay, never mind. Close up the second footlocker. We get all the stuff in the same footlocker. Fit, fit. Oh, I can't get it closed now. I should have never opened it. It's like Pandora's box. Okay. Does his helmet come off? Do you leave his helmet on? Oh, it does. Okay. No, it's not right. Wow, I guess you leave his helmet on. That's crazy. Okay. I should have put that on the last because that's kind of the coolest part, right? Oh, I gotta take his head back off anyway. Oop. Oop. There we go. Come on off of there. It's just stuck. Yep, should have brought the hot water in. What was I thinking? You know what? Are these supposed to stay on there? we got a right and a left. These go on his arms, obviously. All right, let me look at the picture again. Oh, here we go. Here's the pieces for his leg. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're golden. And I'm guessing you got to pull these off. Ugh. Oop. Oh, they slide on. Okay. I think that's an L in there. I can't tell if it's an L or part of the build. There we go. There's the green one. Ugh. He's almost dressed now. This one has a big R on it. Okay, that's easy to tell. R for... There we go. Let's get his armor on. It's funny, it's kind of Man-at-Armish looking. Okay, you gotta lose your head. There we go. Oh, cool, there's pop-on. I like the pop-on ones. Makes it way easier. Again, wish I had my hot water. Bad planning on my part. Fit. Fit. Okay. I'm going to go get some hot water started. I'll be right back. You guys can stare at this cool half-built figure. And I'm going to go get some hot water started. And I'm also going to charge my light while I'm at it. See, it's the bad problem with live videos. Hey, can you give me some hot water started? I should have got some earlier, I forgot. It should heat up pretty quick. All right, well, my wife is going to get some hot water, so I don't leave you guys too long. I'll put this in and turn it on so we can start to get our hot water spot ready. Funny, I kept thinking I needed hot water too, but I kept going, nah, I'm not going to need hot water for this. I guess I was wrong. All right. All right. So I can't get his armor closed, so I got the hot water. So let's go ahead and open the space one and start doing the space one. We'll just set all his stuff right here so he's ready to accept it all when it's time. See, barbarian, barbarian, space stuff, or not space stuff, I mean tank stuff, barbarian stuff. There we go. All right, let's get the next one started. Let's get it started now. All right, now I have your comments blocked with a box. See, times we're talking about, say, hey Todd, the Vykron is such a cool figure. It's weird it never sold out. Yeah, it is kind of strange it never sold out. I just think it was too expensive. Not for what it is. All the parts it comes with is excellent. It's well worth the money. But being you only get one body, if you really want to, you know, showcase them, you got to buy 3 of them. And that gets pretty spendy. So I think that was part of the problem. And second, it's not really a main character. I mean, granted, it was the original He-Man, technically, one of them. The Roger Sweet version. Roger Sweet! So I think that's probably why it didn't sell out too. Hey Luis, thanks for joining us. Waldo, thanks for being here. Long time no see, man. All right, let's open this one here to Barbarian, which I already assumed to be Barbarian, but now we know odds are they're all Barbarians. And this time I won't open the footlocker. I'll leave it closed. And we'll use this footlocker for the rest of his parts. Space parts. Space. Space. Huh. Oh, it's still on his body. That's why I'm like, hey, I'm missing a leg piece. And then space for these. All right. What?
I don't know if I'm doing your water right.
It's not the warm button. It's the button on top. All right, so let's go ahead and get him out of here. And we'll make this one the space one. Hooray. All right, we'll rip off your head there, dude. And we'll get you as far apart as we can until we get that hot water. Yeah, I bought 3 of them. They were so inexpensive and shipping was so much money. I figured, how else can you pack them out correctly unless you get all 3 of them? Ugh. Left. Left, right, left. Oh, there it goes. I had it on wrong. Ugh. It's kind of funny to think I was going to buy 0 of these. 0. And instead I ended up buying 3 of them. That is kind of funny when you think about it. All or nothing, man. All or nothing. Let me get another light on here. Let's get a light on the subject. There we go. There we go. And let's see if we can't get his armor to close. Oh, he's got his own head. Oh, that's cool. Ugh. Fit. Fit. Well, this one seems to fit a lot better. Not going to need hot water on this one. There we go. Space backpack. Blaster. Now, I'm kind of surprised I didn't have any leg pieces. I was expecting something for his legs, too. Let me double check the picture. Maybe I'm supposed to put the barbarian leg pieces on him. Oh, you can't see. Nope. Just bare legs. That's it. So his legs are bare on here. The arm cuffs, the armor, the gun, the belt. All right. So all that's left now is the green one to finish. Now I got a box of barbarian parts. Let's see if I can get this last one off without the hot water. Oh, it's so sharp. It's weird. The other one wasn't that way. Come on. Oh, I got it. Hooray. Ugh. All right, now I got a box with 2 barbarian suits in it and 2 boxes that are complete over there. Oh, shoulder pads. I thought they were leg pieces. Right. Left. All right. Hold on a sec. My wife got the hot water for me. Hot, hot. A little more. Stop. Thanks. Thank you so much. All right. Now we got our hot water. We are ready to go. Let's drop this armor in there. I'm just going to drop the black belt part in there. Just to heat it up so we can get it back together. Let me see your guys's. The camera's too close. Or it's not close enough. They couldn't use that Boba Fett head. Yes, that could be a problem. That is funny. But they did for classics. The head is very Boba Fettish. Boba Fettish. That's funny. All right. So now, yes, much easier. Look at that. Burp, burp. Just stretch it right on and pops right into place. There we go. Okay, I've got shoulder pads on. Now we need to put the leg pieces on. Left. Right. Now the other one, it says right on it. Ooh. There we go. You know, I do like that coloring. That really matches nice. Nice. All right. Now we got his head to stick back on, which actually this head is not too bad because the coloring matches nicely with the helmet he already has. I didn't think it would look that good, but being the helmet's pretty universal looking. Now it looks like you got to line this hole up inside there with his bump on his head. He just kind of hooks in there. No, it's glued on. Okay, you can do it, dude. Put your head in there. There we go. It may be easier to put it on with his head off his body. There you go. Now he has a turtle head. Turtle Man! It's Turtle Man! Whew! Oh, his gun. His battering ram. Oh. I got it backwards. There we go. Dude. Keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times. Okay. We got this. We got this. We can make it work. There we go. I'll put his hand on the side. It'll work way better. Doesn't look as cool, but it's got to go on top. I got to make it work. You know, if I switched it around, because this hand goes up and down, right? Oh, it goes up and down the other way. Okay, we'll make this work this way and see if that's any better. Yep, because his hand goes up and down, you can kind of ratchet it around. Oh. Turn your head. Ugh. There we go. Turtle man. Hooray. Okay, we got him. We got our barbarian. We got our tank guy. We got our robot guy. Space guy. All right. Yep. Here is the classics space guy. They actually gave him a gun and some leg pieces. He is quite a bit shorter. A little bit shorter now. And, oh, into the hot water. He does have his backpack. And we got our barbarian guy. Oh, very similar. I actually like the leg braces better on the new one than I do on this one. I don't know why. I've just never liked these ones. They look kind of weird. And then we got our Turbo Man tank. Let me move these scissors out of the way. Move these tongs out of the way. Turbo Man tank. Where is his tank piece? Okay, hold on. I gotta find his tank piece. I do have an extra gun for him though, so he can. Oh, this is the space gun. Boop. I got an extra gun for him. Being I bought so many of them, I got lots of extra parts. Where is that tank piece? Oh, there's one of my customs. No. I can't believe I can't find the tank piece anywhere. Here's one of my cool customs too. Ugh. So I had fun making different versions of these guys. As you can see, I kind of made a lot of different versions of the same character. I decided to give this guy Vykron's helmet instead. See, it's still the same thing, but it's Vykor's helmet instead. I just like this helmet better. Running out of room here. This light's dying too. Oh, I found a tank head. I just found a whole new tank head, but I'll just take the piece off the front. Oh, it's not coming off. We'll just replace it. Oh, there we go. So you can see the classics are more reminiscent of the picture we saw from Roger Sweet. But I do have to admit the updates are kind of cool. I mean, at first I was kind of like, well, that's not right. But this is a lot more playability. I mean, he's got the guns on both sides. And he's got still a human head inside there instead of a tank for a head. And does have man-at-arms type armor, so that's kind of cool. Oop! Now I'm knocking them all over. Now let's take a look at the Barbarian. Now, when you look at this head, it looks like he's wearing a cup on his head, like he's some kind of goblet stuck on his head. I do actually like the way they made this helmet better. But again, it doesn't match the Roger Sweet stuff. But these weren't made to match the Roger Sweet stuff. They were made to be a playable Vykron version. And this helmet bothered me so much, that's why I ended up taking and cutting this out to fit on his head. There we go. Fit. Because that's what they did. Look at this. Is you pull this off, whoop, and then you could swap it out. Okay, well, while we're here, we have to also mention this other character called Vykron. Vykron! Now, Vykron, he was like the Conan of He-Man. And he was actually Mark Taylor's guy that he created. So we have the Roger Sweet one right here, and then we have the Mark Taylor one right here, which is so Conan looking, it's kind of funny. But I've done a lot of customizing, so you can see. Here is my other Vykron. I actually gave him King Grayskull's body. I just thought the King Grayskull's body looked awesome on him. And I was like, oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then I also created a Vykron without the helmet. And I used, I think, He-Man's hair on him and painted it black. And he looks pretty cool with just the black hair without the helmet. Very much more Conan looking from the comics. Pretty cool. Anyway, now you've seen all my different Vykron guys. What else do I got in here? Oh yeah, his regular helmet. Oh, that's right. I used the disguise He-Man head one time and stuck it in there. I thought that was kind of cool to put. So you can see I chopped his blonde hair off him and then stuck it in there. And I thought having the mask on there was kind of a cool touch. So that's one of the heads I made. And like I said, I also put black heat shrink tubing on there to give it more of a Boba Fett look. Boba Fett. Ugh. And now I got a ton of extra parts left over that I'll be able to use for lots and lots of customs. So now I got a ton of parts. Yes, I have to admit this. They did a good job on his face. His face is really cool. This is the actual Vykron head with Vykron's head on it, or helmet on it, and it doesn't look too bad. But with this helmet on there, it looks ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. I know they were trying to copy the book. Let's look at the book one more time. Let me knock these guys. Oh, look at this guy. This is kind of cool. I used a Batman body. No, Batman. I thought it'd be kind of fun to. Then I used some wrestling guy's head. Okay, where's my book? There it is. Let's look at the original Roger Sweet figures. Again. Apparently Todd is the scalper. Alright. Now what was I looking for on here again? I can't remember. I know I mentioned this a second ago. Now I got sidetracked. So, oh yeah, the helmet. He does have the goblet helmet on. You can see it here too. The goblet helmet. That's ridiculous. So yeah. Let's go back a page. I think Mark Taylor, there he is. There is Vykron. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. There you could see Vykron and Demo Man. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, what's so weird about this is later on we did have a space He-Man, the New Adventures. We never really had an army He-Man though, but white teeth, important detail. Paint them with white teeth. All right. You don't want those skin color teeth. What a mess. Now I got a battlefield of figures all over the place. I think it's funny how in the original Classics bio he gets ripped apart by Gygor, but in the new one he doesn't. I just think that's kind of a funny little detail difference. All right, let me check out your guys' final comments, and then I'm going to end it. Love Mark Taylor and the Fathers of Moto, yes. Aim the camera up, please. This is a great book. They should do volume 2. Yeah, they can't. They got in trouble for volume 1. They can't even produce volume 1 anymore. So Mattel gave them a cease and desist order. Cease and desist. Stop. Stop. No more. It's kind of fun to see the difference in them. They even got the H on it too. Stand, He-Man, stand. That's not He-Man, that's Vykron. Where is your helmet? There it is. And then the space guy. Oh. Yeah, his leg's kind of crooked. I need to heat it up and fix it someday. It's sitting in my box too long. I guess I could do that right now. Stand. So you could use this guy's armor to make a cool figure for Inside Castle Grayskull. I mean, it's not that different than this guy here. I mean, he's even got the little circles on his arm. He's got the shoulder pads. He's got a circle. Excuse me. You have to change out the loincloth. Or if you were to take another figure to start with and use it as a base figure, that could work pretty good. Like maybe Roboto or something. Domo arigato, Misto Roboto. Hoo! Shoo! I mean, yes, the helmet's different, but I think for a pinch, just to have a figure thrown into your castle, I think it'd be pretty cool. Why is your helmet not sitting down all the way, man? Put your helmet on right. Ugh. There we go. What's funny is you think about it is on the original toy, the Classics, we got, this was the unique head, and he used the same head for this. And this one, this is the unique head, he used the same head for this one. So it's kind of a little bit funny how that all played out. Use the extra parts on Jaundice He-Man. There you go. Kind of reminds me of the Castle Grayskull robot head on the Spaceman. Yes, it does. Yep, it's very, very similar to the Castle Grayskull man. Oh. Let's get this one over here. Ugh. Here's the one from the Classics Grayskull. Granted, this thing's bigger, but it's got a lot of similarities to it. You know, I bet you if you were to use Manny Faces as a base figure, it would probably be very close to the Spaceman. That's what I should do. I should put this armor on Manny Faces. Should see if I still have that figure, if I got rid of him. I think I may have gotten rid of him. Are you thinking of buying Night Stalker for Origins? Nope, no plans of buying Night Stalker. Let's see. Never mind, it's on there. And lose something. Yes, I have to knock things over. Yeah, exactly. They just pull it off his head and they drink out of it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I know, it's just so funny. It's like, you know, it had a little flat piece on here too. It looked just like some kind of weird little Holy Grail goblet or something. Just because his hair's black, you can barely see it. Funny, funny. I was so annoyed when this one got scraped off a little bit. I tried painting it and it just didn't help. The paint came back off again. It just looked awful. But I got enough of them. Doo-doo-doo. Of course, my favorite is... Where is he at? There he is. All I did was just take some heat shrink tubing and stick it in there. Just shrunk a heat shrink tubing around it. To give it the black visor. Built up this piece right here so I didn't have to waste a head. And then added this little extra O-ring on the top that fits inside there and just kind of jam it in there. And there we go. So cool. Originally I used black electrical tape, but this works pretty good. I think I actually put it on a face. You know, I did. Look. If you look really close, you can see and make out the shape of a face on there just slightly. So I used somebody's face and then heated it on there and shrunk it on the face. And then afterwards, I put it in here and made it fit. So it does have a little bit of a nose, a little bit of eyes, but not much. So it's not completely flat like the visor would be. See, Eric said, just got Stratos and paint him to look like Night Stalker. Oh, yes, if you're to get the other horse. Yep, but I have no plans of doing that. But that's a good idea. Just get Strador and paint him look like the other one. I am tired. You know what, you guys? I think this is going to be it. Look at these cool figures. Oh! Anyway. And thanks for joining me. And what a mess I got here now. A mess of figures everywhere. I guess I got to clean them up. The Modalorian. Yes, I'm the Modalorian. I think I used the new Man-at-Arms body because you can see he's got the robotic pieces on him. I must have swapped out the legs though, or the boots, because they don't have the every other boot. So cool. Yep. It is fun to sit and mess with and change the figures around. As you guys know, I love doing this slight customs and stuff. Oh, Batman in moto. Oh, excuse me. I think that is all that I got. I think I've jabbered on long enough. Night Stalker has different stickers, laughing out loud. Is slightly a different mold. Wow. It's like a revision of Stridor. I did not know that. I think he looks so cool. Taking King Grayskull's body and sticking Vykor's head on it. Just looks cool. Cool. It's funny, I did realize I do not have a Vykor that's not customized except for the one in the box, because he's got the new hair, not the head. So I did order a new Vykor head on eBay. It's supposed to get in the mail pretty quick here. just so I can have a head swap on this one so I can have a regular one without having to take his head every single time. Fireball! Oh! Fireball! Oh! Oh! Uh-oh, we still got somebody standing. Watch out, Conan. Fireball! Oh! You missed. Not another fireball. Oh! Oh! Off the shield. Let's see. Did they make a Night Stalker for Classics? Yes, they did. Yep, they definitely did. It took a long time. It's towards the end, one of the last things they made, but they eventually did make a Night Stalker for Classics. I actually have some still in the package, I think, too, in my closet, because I thought I'll buy a couple. Oh, he's in the bottom of my box. I was going to grab one out, but he's at the bottom of my pile. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. That is all that I have. I need the big yellow ape. Oh, yeah. He is so cool. He is so cool. Check us out. This big yellow ape has so much to him. He is amazing. One thing is his armor's black, but it has glossy and it has matte. And so they did a really good job mixing the glossiness and the matte. His helmet's removable, so you can see his big giant ape head. And he was based on the ape from Big Jim originally. They never did release him. So this was like a prototype turned into a figure. He's got the little cape, big old paw print in the back. He's so cool. Yep. If I painted him purple, he'd be the grape ape. The great grape ape. Oh! Yep. I was tempted at one time to make a Vykron. You know what? I might have to do that. I might have to take one of these and break them in half just so I could put one on each half, like he's ripped them in part, just like on the storyline. I know you're probably going, what? You're going to destroy a figure just for that? Let's see. I think the yellow ape's expensive. I don't know. I haven't looked at him for a long time. I guess I could check it out and see how much the ape is. But he is cool. It's got a little belly on him. At one time, they were going to make an ape that was like this, that He-Man could ride on his back. It wasn't the yellow ape. It was going to be a different color. But it would have been kind of cool to have that, too. Firmly grasp it. Come on. Grasp his arm so you can rip it off. I've got you now, Vykron. It's so confusing. Vykron. Why, Mattel? Anyway. Yep. We'll see you later. Good call. Bye, you guys. Until next time, like I say in the 1987 movie, good journey. Bye now.